Of course, forgive me. Judge, please have a spine. Why are all the people related to this case so scary? Very well, Prosecutor Blackwell, your opening statement, if you please. Yeah, well, what's the matter? Must we continue to fritter away time like this? It is all right. It is all right there in the indictment. An opening statement would be pointless. Well, pointless? Oh, well, I guess, if you say so, since the prosecution tends to rule the courtroom and not the judge. Looks like the cat, or in this case the prosecutor, has the judge's tongue. But we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand. Oh, well then, your boldness. If it's so very important, why don't you do the honors? Who? Me? There's a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things. And then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. A selfish old fool. Huh? Wait, was that the prosecution's opening statement? I mean, it's quick and concise. What else could you need? Old donors such as you are a plague upon the young. I pity your poor grandchildren. Or is it great-grandchildren? All these years, I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. It is! But I suppose I could give it a try. Might be a nice change of pace. Dude, no! What? He actually fell for that? That must have been the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about. And... visit Mayor Tenma we go. Something wrong, Apollo? Where did your enthusiasm go? Back there in yokai lane. What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Tenma Taro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst, Oh, he's here! So, did you bring me some tea and cookies? It's so nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Cykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenma Taro. Oh, yes. I look forward to working with you too. Eek. Glad he didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name. Apollo, he's just as kind and gentle looking as I'd imagined. What? Gentle looking? I mean, he is kind, it's just okay, I'm not gonna say anymore because I don't want to be mean. But he's not exactly that kind looking, okay? Lucky for you after that blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to or did set Tenma Taro free. Wait. Alderman QB is the Ninetales. We don't know who Tenma Taro is. I was saying maybe it's the bell, but no, I think it's actually Mayor Tenma, because it's in his name. I really forgot to consider that he could be a candidate for one of the, wrestlers. What utter nonsense! Yikes! They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you. They have a dice of truth. A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he? Who isn't, Athena? And like you weren't earlier. What he really needs to work on are his people skills. That's so mean. So rumor has it that you want to push the merger through in order to release Tenma Taro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Grrr, I absolutely hate baloney. Heck, sorry if I offended you. I just imagine him in a fetal position, underneath the chair every time he slams his down. So that's the talk around town, is it? No, it's just the talk around the detention center. I can see how that would make you angry. What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this? Oh, he's so sweet. He's such a good dad. Huh? I must break out of here at once. Her tormentors must be taught a lesson. Dude, jailbreak is not the answer. We've been over this. Please tell me you remember. No, wait. First, we have to get you a not guilty verdict. Don't try to stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you with my, rusty fork. and spoons. I'm gonna barrel my way through these walls. Relax. We'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free. How are you gonna look out for her at school, Apollo? Is that so? Does she go to school, actually? She should. I hope she does. That's so. You don't need me to go straighten things out myself, dude. The way you're saying that, please don't tell me you're thinking of beating up a bunch of school kids. Oh boy. They'd probably call in the SWAT team if he showed up at her school. I'd pay to see that. Alright, I ought to ask about the reason behind the merger. So why the merger? It seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for the municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetales Veil that badly? Yes, I need it. I can't live without it. It's my sole reason for being alive. Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism. Oh! Yay! The bracelet! Wait, am I feeling what I think I'm feeling? Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary. Like, all the time. I, always played hardball. I love hardball. Have you played hardball? It's fun. I knew it. My bracelet's reacting. What is it, Apollo? Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth, according to my bracelet. Really? How can you tell? People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I just imagine he's, proudly holding up the bracelet while he's explaining this to her. Oh... I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense, because it begins to feel tight on my arm. Like, ow, it gets tighter and tighter and tighter until my arm can't breathe and it turns purple and I start feeling tense and then I can't breathe and my blood stops flowing. It's a whole mess, Athena, and then I just pass out on the floor. You don't want to see that. No way. Yes way. You can do that? Wait, so you believe me? Just like that? Dang, you're gullible. Sure, each of us has our own special gifts. Oh yeah, Athena has a gift too, her special sense of hearing. Still, what do you think the mayor is lying about? The merger, the murder, playing Tenma Taro, it could be any of those things, really. I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like this. And the way he keeps saying it's been a while, I'm kind of concerned. How long has he gone without work? I need to know. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. Touch the bracelet with X. Yes, we just finished Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, so we know how this works. It's just figuring out where his tail is going to be the hard part. I saw this a couple times when I watched a playthrough, but I don't exactly remember where his tail is. Yes, I remember this feeling of intense concentration, the ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Now Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear just under his right eye. I just have to— oh, they're just gonna tell me because it's the first one, the tutorial one. That's kind of boring. I just have to shift my viewpoint up and focus on that area. Okay, so... his right eye, is that what he said? Oh no, his left eye. Oh, actually, it's his right eye on his side. Alright, I've got him now. His nervous tell should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I've got to pour every word he says. I've got to pour over every word he says and wait for it to appear. And when it does, I'll perceive it. Let's see here. I'm just watching you intensely. Don't mind me. I'm just watching you through my bracelet intensely. There it is.
Gotcha!
Gotcha! Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth. The truth? I don't understand. When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching. What nonsense is this? So what if it did? Please, tell us more about your merger bid. What more is there to tell? Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetales Veil? I already told you. Tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize. You really don't trust us, do you? What are you talking about? The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not? I I think you've yet to realize that what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetales Vale, so you felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism, but that would contradict this. Who sparked the monster craze and saved it? This one. The monster craze in Ninetales Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the amazing Ninetales rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then. Ugh. So you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Ninetales Vale, huh? Well, Erg. Oh hey, we've got the little talkie things on the detention center now. I like the upgrade. Like below the window. So it shows like there's actually a glass between us. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? I really like how much Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice improved on things. It's really cool. Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. But I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie. Huh? Why? Protect her from what? I received a threat. Oh! It said, either I go through with the merger or my Jinxie dies. I don't remember that. He was threatened. What? How awful! Who would do such a thing? I don't know. But whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder. Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same? Ultimate QB was immensely popular. So you have to ask, who would want him dead? Many people. Blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had all the motive in the world. But why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protest won't disappear just because the alderman was killed. Ah, could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder? Like what? Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman QB's secret identity, and his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's murder scheme. What do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo? I have evidence revealing the Alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. So we present the mask? Is that what you mean? Mayor Tenma. Please, take a look at this, if you would. That's the amazing Ninetales' mask. What is the meaning of this? How could you hold it? I never got to hold it. I mean, he's like the biggest fanboy in the world. I want to hold it. Pass it. There's a freaking glass wall between us, dude. Calm down. This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene. And there was some white hair inside. White hair, you say? Well, I can say, or you can see, with your eyes, that you have two of. There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day. What do you say? Many things. I've lost count of what I'm saying. You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex Kyubi, the amazing Ninetales himself. No way! The Alderman was impossible. Wait, come to think of it, Alderman Kyubi was a former pro wrestler. The blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the Alderman's secret identity. Did I just say that? Do your ears work? Hello? Anybody in there? Anybody home? Knock knock. But yeah, the amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger and, as a result, single-handedly sparked the monster craze. Even so, what was the mask doing at the crime scene? There had been an event at the manor, and maybe Alderman Kyubi had taken part in it, if you get my drift. Wait, but he's actually shocked, I feel like, so maybe he's not... Oh, that's a nice pose, but got distracted. He's actually shocked, so I'm thinking maybe he's not Tenma Taro? Then who plays Tenma Taro? This is absurd. Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you? Yes, a blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I'd been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it's suddenly vanished. Blackmailer must have taken it with them after they killed the alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive. Mayor Tenma, visiting hours are over. It would appear this meeting is adjourned. Apollo, do you really think the Tenma Taro that Jinxie saw is the killer? I don't know. All I know is there is no such thing as monsters. What about that newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Tenma Taro to do their dirty work? Oh, come on! There wasn't any Tenma Taro to release in the first place. Yeah, but the only suspects the police have right now are the mayor and the yokai. So you're saying the yokai must be real because you don't know who else could have done it? I mean, that makes sense. We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see that look of disbelief on the judge's face. Apollo, are you alright? I'm fine. I'll think of something. I'd better, because I can't very well say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow is going to be one doozy of a trial. It'll be fine. Simon will definitely believe us if we say there was a flying yokai that went and killed the mayor. For the sake of the merger, obviously. Everybody wants the merger. You can't not have the merger, you know? Here we go, April 18th, 9:15 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Not number 2, not number 1, just number 3. Huh? Is she good? You okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here. I'm just excited. This is my first real court case after all. Oh yeah. Yeah, a real ball of excitement she is. I know, just what she needs. Athena! Eek! Didn't you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices? Yeah, but those are overrated. I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters. By scaring the daylights out of me? No, by scaring the nightlights out of you. No, I find that shouting "I'm fine" in a loud voice really relieves stress. It's part of my Chords of Steel voice workout, and I must before every trial. You want me to shout? Here? No, Athena. Outside. In the middle of the street, where cars are. That's right. Here, I'll go first, then you try. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine! Alright. I am Athena Cykes. And I'm fine! I think that actually worked. If it was Edgeworth, he'd be like, I feel foolish. It just reminded me of when he was like, whoop, after Turn a Bucket Pie, and then he's like, I feel foolish. The silence in between. I thought it might help. Always works for me. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time. Oh, I see. A proven remedy to calm the soul. I like it. Hey, how about we finish off with a race around the courthouse? The point is to relieve stress, not get totally exhausted. Seems like that would be a cakewalk for her to go a quick run around and then come back. What's with all the racket, you two? Ah, Mr. Wright. Just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit? Oh, this. I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back, that's all. That's all? That's huge news. But why now? No time like the present, Apollo. I have a feeling I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon. But we can talk about that another time. No fair. Inquiring minds want to know. You mean fanboys? Because he's the biggest Mr. Wright fanboy. But wow. I'm so used to him in his usual laid-back clothes. Seeing that in like the dual Destinies graphics is so funny. His like hoodie and we call it hat. That suit makes him look like $1 million. How much you want to bet it was only like $20 at the thrift shop? I'm joking. I'm sure it cost him a good amount. Hopefully he got himself a nice suit. Seems like it's a nice suit. By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case? Yeah, he's serving time, but before that, he was a prosecutor. He also uses psychology? That's right. I've heard the rumors about how he was before his conviction. Using the power of suggestion, he could make even the most stalwart defendants confess. Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing a lot about that lately. Yeah, the biggest case is standing right beside you in the yellow. The yellow chicken. So he must be a pretty scary guy, considering he's a prison inmate and all. So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much. Ugh! I knew he was gonna be bad news! It's probably just hyperbole. At least I hope for your sake. I love how chill he is about this. Like he might get slashed by a knife. It's like, it's fine. Hopefully it's not real. You'll be good. Wait, so is it true or not? I just love how he loves picking on him. Let's just say you should be concise and choose your words carefully. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is. Yikes. Better tone down my cords of steel too. So, are you all ready? Are you all ready? It might be a good idea to check the court record again before stepping into the ring. I'll wing it. Right, Mr. Wright, but I'm fine. I'll be watching from the gallery. Good luck. Thanks. I guess he really does have a lot of downtime. Okay, let's do this. Odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low, but that's nothing new. Believe in our client. Seek the truth. That's all we can do. How come Mayor Tenma wasn't with them? Isn't the defendant usually with them in the defendant's chamber? Hang in there, Mayor Tenma. Here comes justice. I think the first time the defendant wasn't with them. Alright. Sometime later. I'm so used to it being exactly 10 every trial, because that's how it was in like the first trilogy. Like the original trilogy, it was always 10 a.m. So to have earlier trials is actually kind of cool. It's like, yeah, trials can be held earlier than 10 a.m. on the dot. Hello, Judge. Good to see you again. Court is now in session for the trial of Mayor Tenma. Hello, Justice. Defense team leader is ready, Your Honor. I'd know that big booming voice anywhere, as chipper as ever, eh, Mr. Justice? But who is the young lady next to you? I'm Athena Cykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner and fresh out of law school. Oh, now, full of beans too, eh? Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again. I always love how he's like this when it comes to murder trials. It's like, he's always having such a fun time. I love it. Now for the prosecution. It's just the bench that's like, I'm ready, Your Honor. It appears the prosecution is not ready yet. Never fear, for I shall explain. It's just a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. Prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak. Prison? Oh yes, of course. I almost forgot that he is currently serving time. Here he comes.
Yup, Prosecutor Blackwell's an inmate.
Jeez. It's ketchup. Definitely ketchup. Lots of ketchup. There's ketchup everywhere. Somebody really spilled over a lot of ketchup. Gonna have to buy a lot of ketchup bottles to make up for it.
Murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. I don't think inmates get to be prosecutors. That's the whole point of being arrested and put in prison. Jeez, if looks can kill. I've thought that so many times in these games. How's my back treating you? Who's that with his back to us over there? That's him. I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Blackwell. Him? Is the prosecution ready? Oof. Enough jabbering. Get on with it already. Of course, forgive me. Judge, please have a spine. Why are all the people related to this case so scary? Very well, Prosecutor Blackwell, your opening statement, if you please. Yeah, well, what's the matter? Must we continue to fritter away time like this? It is all right. It is all right there in the indictment. An opening statement would be pointless. Well, pointless? Oh, well, I guess, if you say so, since the prosecution tends to rule the courtroom and not the judge. Looks like the cat, or in this case the prosecutor, has the judge's tongue. But we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand. Oh, well then, your baldness, if it's so very important, why don't you do the honors? Who? Me? There's a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things. And then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. A selfish old fool. Huh? Wait, was that the prosecution's opening statement? I mean, it's quick and concise. What else could you need? Old donors such as you are a plague upon the young. I pity your poor grandchildren. Or is it great-grandchildren? All these years I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. It is! But I suppose I could give it a try. Might be a nice change of pace. Dude, no! What? He actually fell for that? That must have been the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about. The judge always lets the prosecution rule the court. The opening statement, huh? Let's see here. The victim was one Rex Kyubi, alderman of Nine Tails Vale. And the defendant, Mayor Tenma, mayor of Tenma Town, is accused of his murder. And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested? His prints were on the murder weapon. Plus he had a motive, the elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal merger. The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. And his daughter, who was also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive. So in a nutshell, I have to say the charges against the defendant are incontrovertible. Bravo, your baldness. Your years of experience shine bright like your head. Oh ho ho, flattery will get you everywhere. Please, stop. He's playing Simon Says with the judge. Moving right along now, let's hear from our first witness for today, Detective Fulbright. Witness, please state your name and occupation. I am the detective assigned to this case, Bobby Fulbright. Oh, and I'll also be keeping tabs on old Blackwell here. I also heard you would provide protection if it ever came to that. I don't know if I'd fully trust Fulbright, but we'll see. Trust him to protect, obviously, that's what I meant. It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated. Wait, who's protecting who from what? Still, I truly believe anyone could turn their life around, even old Blackwell here. Fulbright, save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement. That's the spirit. Justice must be swift and true. I see it in your eyes. There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society. I will never give up on you. Prosecutor Blackwell doesn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright. Well, you know what they say, ignorance is bliss. Oh, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackwell. He's so oblivious. Ouch! Now let's have your first statement. Detective Fulbright, did nobody hear that? That's hilarious. You got it, but first I'd like to say to the defense that justice will ultimately prevail. We'll see. This isn't our first case, just so you know. Not our first tightrope walk. Alderman Kyubi was murdered with a spirit that had been on the wall. The fingerprints of the defendant, Mayor Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman Kyubi was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. The sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed a statue and struck back. Oh, wow, okay. Alderman Kyubi had been slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug? That's right. The accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler. So he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. But wasn't Mayor Tenma also drugged? Here's the autopsy report to prove it. And no, it hasn't been updated. Cause of death. Stabbed with a spear. Estimated time of death around 3:20 p.m. The victim had been in a drug-induced slumber. Okay. The victim managed to attack his attacker despite being impaled by a spear. That sounds almost superhuman. Is it even possible? Well, he was a former pro wrestler after all. That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him.
Objection!
Not so fast. Don't try to brush it all off by saying the alderman had been a pro wrestler. Do you really expect us to believe he could fight back after being skewered by a spear? I've never heard of the incredible feats of which man is capable of in a pinch, have you? Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. It sharpens their senses. I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink. I don't know. It still sounds a little far-fetched. Does it now? And perhaps we should test the theory on you with the edge of my blade. I didn't sign up for this. But you kind of did. Oh. So your life is spared. For now. Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I don't want to die. Haha, my investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, or my name isn't Fulbright. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest. Well, get ready to hand in your resignation, bud. The accused prints were on the weapon, and he's the one person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence, wouldn't you agree, your boldness? The defendant is sounding guiltier by the minute. He has the judge leaning toward a guilty verdict, and the trial's just barely begun. What's more, a curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. They say he seeks the merger for the purpose of freeing Tenma Taro from his imprisonment. Yeah, but Tenma Taro ain't real, man. Truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwoods burg. Perhaps he's a complete nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he is raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman. Look at that. Dang. That mayor is a strange one, alright. I heard he went to a blood drive, but instead of donating, he tried to make a withdrawal. What? What kind of ridiculous rumor is that? Order, there will be no gossiping in my court. Your baldness. Please take a gander at those charms plastered across his cranium. I hear they're meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Tenma Taro. Then again... And again what? Darkness? Perhaps he's already under the demon's spell. Behold! The lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment. Beep! Oh, Blackwell, you little... The rumors and quirks of Mayor Tenma have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement, I think. Come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they? That's right. Prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud. Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here. Oh, thanks for that lifeline, Athena. Careful, Apollo, he has the judge dancing in the palm of his hand. The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackwell's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objectives. This guy really is bad news. In any case, it seems the victim did manage to defend himself despite being impaled. What sort of weapon did he use against his attacker? None other than this statue right here. It appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle. Two yokai to be exact. On the one side is a nine-tailed fox, and on the other, Tenma Taro. Quite interesting if you think about it. It's as though this very case was rendered in art. Okay. Alright, it's cross-examination time next time. Dang, okay, we're getting straight into it. Of course, Simon Blackwell is, as we know, quite the... what are we gonna call him? Quite the manipulator. Quite the hand we've been dealt this case, but I'm sure we'll power through just like always. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys are having an amazing day as always, and I'll see you in the next one where we take on the cross-examination and take on Blackwell. Hopefully, Apollo's life will be safe. Alright guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.